But this is what I mean. I'm not coming here to show you guys any expert doing this. I'm just showing you how real life is, how it is for someone who's trying to learn how to budget, trying to save as much money as possible, and just learning from my own trial and error. And hopefully you guys can learn from that too. And my goal is to simplify my budget. I swear, of all the binders, of all the envelopes that I have used over the years, this is the one that I use the most. I take a small portion of each paycheck, and then I pay my mortgage at the end of the month for the next month. Hi everybody, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is T, and I am here to share everything life and finance. Today I'm going to be showing you my closeout from my budget, which means I take a look at my spending, find out what I have left both in the bank account and in cash, and then I transition to the next payday. So this is just so that I can make sure that I'm on budget, whether I need to make any changes to my budget, and it helps me determine where I want to put my savings. So I like to do all of this before payday comes so that when I hit payday, I know exactly where every dollar is going to go. I don't get confused, and I can spend wisely. All right, so that's what all this is to prepare for. So let me show you how last payday went. That was the first payday of the year. So I had done my monthly budget, and I did my, let me show you that. This was the bi-weekly budget that I did with you guys. So if you haven't seen that, that was my pre-payday prep. That's what I call these. So I did do all of my savings, all of my spending. I did try the Budget Mom sheet. I tried to put in my actuals, but it didn't really come out. I really can't, I don't fit good in bubbles. Let's put it like that. I don't fit good in bubbles. So this didn't quite work for me, but I did figure out when I did it electronically, I have an expense tracker that I made myself that works really well for me, and I need to stop trying to get away from that. I'll show you guys a screenshot of the budget versus the spending on that. So you can see I didn't go over budget on anything. And the good part is that there were a couple bills that I didn't have to pay out because they were paid in advance. So that was car insurance, internet, and mortgage stays in there to roll over to the next payday because I don't pay that until the end of the month. I kind of take a lump sum I take a small portion of each paycheck, and then I pay my mortgage at the end of the month for the next month. All right, so let me show you what was left. All right, so at the end of the pay period, after I did all my expense tracking, and it's the day before payday, or, it's the end of the week, I had money left in almost everything. I had money in essentials, pet, health, grocery, gas. My buffer was still there, and then the rollover bills, which was the car insurance, internet, and part of the mortgage, right? So I had a total rollover left of $727. Everything else I put into savings. So I put some money in month ahead grocery from essentials, grocery, and gas. That went to month ahead grocery savings. And then health and pet, I actually moved to savings instead of keeping them in like my Ally bucket wallet, because I don't use those often, so I might as well put those to the side and not have to calculate them every pay period. I'm going to do the same thing with my wallet. So my cash wallet, you'll see I did have some money left. Let me actually pull out the wallet so you can see. I did, take it out, count it, and plan it just so that I know where everything is going to go. Let's see. I already said that I'm going to take health out. And let's see, what does health have left? Health has $10, $25, $30 in there. So that's going to go to one of my cash envelopes that I have here at home. I'm going to keep that. I already took pet out last time. And then actually, I think I'm going to take beauty out starting next month. I'm going to leave it in there for now. I'm going to leave it in there for now. But let me show you what I have left in each of the envelopes. So shopping has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. We're going to roll that over and see what we can do with that. See, miscellaneous still has money left. It has, this is my daughter's miscellaneous. So I keep this for her. This has 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. I'm going to take out this $2, and I decided that I'm going to keep $50 in here for her every time. and just replace it. But for now, I'm not going to put any more in this miscellaneous envelope for my daughter. Beauty has $10, $15, $16, and I'm actually going to keep that in there for next payday. I have decided that I want to start getting professional manicures because lately I've been doing my own nails and it's just been coming out terribly. I don't know if my nail beds are just like done for because I've been doing it on my own for years. I haven't got my nails professionally done in probably like a decade. I'm not even gonna lie. I just do it myself. Dining out has $2. We're gonna take those out. So maybe I'll do it with my YouTube paychecks. We'll see. Entertainment has 21, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take that out. And miscellaneous. So I did pretty good. There was money left in almost every envelope. Actually, every envelope had money left. Miscellaneous has $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. Alright, so I'm going to put this to the side. Actually, let me take my change out. I always round up my change so that I can save it. I have a coin savings challenge that I haven't actually filled in a while, but I need to. There's a penny, so I just put it in the middle. Right, so let's see what we have left. I'm so proud of me. I did really good. And I'm still rolling over some, so that's awesome. My goal is to simplify my budget. I think once I simplify it some more, I will be able to use some of those. Either I'll be able to use the Budget Mom paperwork or worksheets, or I'll be able to use my own digital a lot easier. I think what happens is when I start doing the rollover from paycheck to paycheck, it kind of messes me up because the budget doesn't come out right because I'm not including everything that I started with, or somehow it complicates it. So I'm going to find a way to avoid that. Maybe I'll stop rolling things over and just save everything. That might be even better for my savings. But this is what I mean. I'm not coming here to show you guys any expert doing this. I'm just showing you how real life is, how it is for someone who's trying to learn how to budget, trying to save as much money as possible, and just learning from my own trial and error. And hopefully you guys can learn from that too. And know that it's okay to change your budget. Your budget should change. Your budget should not look exactly like anybody else's because your priorities, the things that you need, your family is different from everybody else. So just know that it's okay. If it doesn't work out one week, try again the next week. Just keep trying. You only fail if you stop trying. All right. So this is backwards. You're going to bother me. So health, let's see. Where should I put health? I think health is going to go in my always fund from now on. I'll just put it right here in the front. I don't use it all the time, but I want to make sure it gets at least like $250. I did write out my goals for each envelope, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Okay, so I wanted to put $20 in my 100 envelope. And the good thing is that I had a spare 20 in here already from the last rollover. So we're going to fill the $40 slot with this. I'm actually excited. I feel like I'm going to focus more on this 100 envelope because I want to get this done. All right, here's the 40. And I did finally get around to laminating these. They're not the prettiest, but this whole thing was like less than $5 to make. So, and it actually was really fun. All right, so we put $40 in there. Let me make sure I mark that off in here. Oh, my green marker is gone. All right, where's the 40? Right here. All right, so that's done. Then we're going to save $60 in home emergency. That's 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So $60 is going to go in a home emergency. I swear, of all the binders, of all the envelopes that I have used over the years, this is the one that I use the most. So if you own a house and you need a handyman often, make sure you make a home emergency envelope. Actually, where is it? It's not in here. It's in my emergency binder. Wouldn't that make sense, right? All right, let's see. I definitely, over the years, tracking all of the things that I use, this is definitely one that I use more often. This one and car emergency, I would say, are used the most for me. So they definitely come in handy. Alright, so home emergency now has 20, 30, 40, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Now has $83. All right, and the goal for this is always $250. We're doing January A rollover, right? We're adding $60. So we now have 83. All right, perfect. And I do need to give my health one a tracker. So let me grab that now before I forget. Alright, so health is starting the 2026 with $30. The 2026? What is that about? Alright, health is starting with $30. Alright, so we saved a total of cash $110. We saved a total in Ally of $209.40. We rolled over $727. I decided also buffers from the main account and the SoFi account. I don't use those, so I'm not going to count those going forward. I'm not going to count the buffers at all going forward. So we're just going to be counting this $527 that I have rollover in bills, because I'm going to have to pay those bills eventually. They're just holding there. And then I'm going to count the cash that I have left, and I actually only have, this is wrong, I have to recalculate that. I only have $66 in cash left. Yes, ignore my handwriting, I am not perfect, and I will never be. And $527 in Ally. So that's all we're going to be counting as rollover from now on. That's $593. All right, we had 9 no spends. Payday savings, we saved a total of $666 on payday. Rollover, we just saved $319.40. So, pay period total, you can see it, what's the drum roll for? $985.40 in one paycheck. Yes, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
And 90% of that is from probably more. I'm not a math whiz. Probably more. But a lot of that came from paying myself on payday first. I'm telling you.
Can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now.
That is the trick. That is how you do it. That is the key. All right, so that's pretty much it. So we're ready for payday. I will come back and do my pre-payday prep. So I'll go into my employer's website, find exactly how much my paycheck will be on payday, and then I'll show you exactly where every dollar is going to go. First and foremost, where I'm going to be saving money first. That's priority. And then on payday, I'll come back and show you my cash stuffing. So I'll show you where all of my savings are going to go in my cash binders. All right, that's it for me today. I really appreciate it. Question of the day is, do you save more when you save first? Right? So if you haven't tried it, try it. See how that works out. You might have to adjust it at first to see how much you can save without it hurting you. I always say start on the low end. So save a little bit, see how much you can live off with the rest. And then if you're struggling, of course, save a little less. You don't want it to be a punishment. But if you can save more, save more. Or if you need to do some adjusting in your spending, do that. That's why expense tracking is such a big deal. So that's it for me today. I really appreciate it. Please come back to see my pre-payday prep. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I'm very happy that you came to join us to see how things are going. I know you guys all love that ChatGPT video, and I'm very excited to see how that goes throughout the year and to see if it really keeps me on track with my savings and reaching all those savings in the time period that I am going to need to use those sinking funds. All right, that's it. Again, I appreciate it. I want you to always remember this journey is about progress, not about perfection. Thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.